What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to episode 3 of Elude Stalwart playing Neverwinter online. I'm Elude Stalwart and I'm going to be playing Great Weapon Fighter. He's level 40 and I think he's going towards let's see if I can remember, Executioner? Is that right? I don't know if it's Executioner or Destroyer. Destroyer sounds right. Executioner's the rogue. That might be what it is. I was looking at the rogue talents yesterday trying to figure out what I was going to do with his spec. So I may have gotten confused. He is a Paragon Powers. How do I get to that? Swordsman. Destroyer. Right. He's going to be going down the Destroyer tree. I'm currently speccing into increasing his AoE damage. This is my test spec. I don't really know what I'm doing with him as I level him. I'll figure out how to min-max him later, but for now I'm just speccing into what I think is fun. We're going to do our invocation on all our characters while we're waiting to get started here. Initially they're 15 minutes apart, these invocations, but I try to do the next one and the next one throughout the day. So I'll do the 15, the 30, the 45, and so on and so forth as I play. I've been trying to do them all, but I haven't been able to get them all done. I'll get to about the 45-minute mark on both of them before I don't log in anymore for the rest of the day. But that first one's the big one. If you saw that just now, I get Celestial coins and something else. It's like Ardent coins or something. Give me a second while I do the password information stuff. Got our level 60 Trickster Rogue. Yeah, I was looking at making him an Executioner. I think the only reason why I decided to go with Executioner was his gear. His gear was set up to where it was power and crit strike, and I figured with power and crit strike that seemed to play favorable towards the Trickster, or the Executioner part of the Trickster's tree. A lot of the talents here, expose weakness and all this stuff. Shadowborn specifically deals with power, and then there's other stuff with critical severity and crit strike. I may be going that direction with my rogue though. Give me a second. Try to keep my login screen blacked out. Not that I don't trust you guys, but better safe than sorry. Alright, here we go.
My magic is yours.
I should probably bind that to a hotkey, scene switching like that. We've been doing dailies on Elude Stalwart. Been working really closely with these, what do you call them? The Harpers?
Can the Harpers depend on you? I've
been doing the culling the cultist stuff. I've also been following more closely the campaigns and working towards the Tyranny of Dragons. Last I was on, I finished the Benign Order of the Third Eye, and I realized I'd been doing these as I've been leveling. Thankfully those kind of fell in line with the quest progression. But stuff like the Tyranny of Dragons, I actually got to go out of my way for. I've been cooking rewards with the Sista Harpers. So I need one more cult secret, and the daily I just got from the Harpers is going to give me more towards that progression. And I'm still waiting on 27 page of arcane lore before I can learn Form of the Dragon stuff here. I'm going to go for Dragon Claws to increase my power, because that's going to be really good for the way I'm building my Great Weapon Fighter. Whereas Dragon Heart is more like survivability slash tanky focused with Dragonheart here. So yeah, I may not go towards the top part of this tree. Most of that's defense, deflect. Lifesteal could be useful if regen, I don't know, between lifesteal and regen, I'm not really paying either very much attention, so I don't know which direction I would go there. Most likely lifesteal, I think, though, because that seems more DPS oriented. Deflection seems too tanky. Of course, it makes sense that a great weapon fighter would be able to deflect blows with his sword. I've been doing the Never Death, assisting the Harpers in Never Death, because I already know how to do that one. And then plus I kind of like fighting the dragon at the end too. So we're going to do that one again today. That's a repeatable that we at least know how to do and that we got down pat.
Let's see what the world has to offer today.
Alright, so we got Harper Wendell.
We must stop what is happening in Craftsman's Rest.
Dead men do tell tales.
This
And
new course.
Charthraxis.
The new cultists have been busy recruiting new drivers into their service.
I think our bags are empty.
The cultists in
Nope.
Neverwinter
Our bags have a
convinced
bunch of junk in them.
Charthraxis, a foul-tempered.
Let's shut her up and look in our bags to see what we can sell. We can sell that. I may have ran a dungeon. This gives us 3 power. I may actually switch my chest out. I'm going to lose 82 defense, but I gain power. Actually, you know what? With the amount of defense that we're going to lose, that's not really that worth an upgrade, so we'll get rid of it. That too. A lot of this stuff we can actually refine into our artifact. So we're probably going to go ahead and do that. Oh, and we got some stuff to open. Alright. One of the reward benefits from doing our campaigns was this embroidered bag of holding. A whole extra inventory slot. I don't know how many, 3, 6, 12 inventory slots from that bag. So that's pretty useful. We're going to open our satchels here. These power stones are very useful as well. I can show you the artifact thing I've been working on. Let me sell this blue, or this control wizard item first. So our artifact, we grabbed the Lantern of Revelation. This was a quest reward. It was like a choice of 3 different quest rewards. I went ahead with the Artifact of Power just because it gives me the crit strike mainly. And I think the set 2 and 3 of this lantern, the Great Protector stuff, I might not worry about or go for unless it just happens to come with a quest reward or something. But as it stands for the time being, 132 crit strikes, not bad. And I've been refining just everything that I get. I know that these thaumaturgic stones and the power stones are more effective when you use them on the artifact that they correspond with. Like this thaumaturgic stone would be better if I had a thaumaturgic artifact, but I have a power artifact, because you can see right above rank 16, I'm pointing at my screen like you can see that, but above where it says rank 16, just to the right of the little green icon there, it says artifact of power in yellow. So that means that this artifact is specifically an artifact of power. So this power stone is going to give me 500 refinement points for using a like stone to the like artifact.
If more people chose cremation,
and to give you an example of like what doing it wrong looks like, this thaumaturgic stone towards a power artifact only gives me 100 refining points. But if I fill in the next point with my refinement stone, that should boost it up to 500. So what I've been doing to this point has just been dumping these offset stones into my artifact anyways, because each next rank gives me more crit strike, and it's currently rank 16, and once I get to rank 29 I can get the blue version, and whenever I get the blue version it's going to give me armor penetration as well, for the equip bonus. And then like another thing about the artifacts, as I've learned, is that you can use them, and when you do use them, you deal 523 magic, or well, just damage to nearby enemies and increase the damage they take by 10% for 6 seconds. I like to use this on the Carthraxis dragon while I'm fighting her.
There must be better uses for an intellect like mine.
Now, a lot of this stuff here, this profane runestone, is for companions. I'm going to see if it fits any companions. But all these others little odds and ends of enchantments I've just been dumping into it just to save inventory space. The draconic ones, I almost exclusively use these for the stone. Now, with the amount that I've added here, it says I went over my refining points by 33, but as I've learned, when you refine it even past the refining threshold to get to the next rank, like we're going to get to rank 17 since our current rank is 16 here, those points that you are over will apply to rank 17. So we'll go ahead and refine that, and now we're 33 points into rank 17. I usually try to hold on to the enchantments that are useful to me, like this offense, the offense slot 70 power from this radiant enchantment is really useful because I'm stacking power and crit strike. But since it's rank 3, I'm gonna go ahead and dump it. Same with this one. I like these because the blues, specifically the Azure enchants, give me crit strike and in the utility slot an XP bonus. But again, like since it's just rank 3, I'm gonna go ahead and dump them into my refining. Now the rank 5s is what I'm aiming on getting all these that I already have slotted switched out with. I could refine them further and then upgrade them by just like I'm refining the artifact here, but I think it's easier just to replace them from drops, because I have to spend astral diamonds in order to get the
Rewards for those who fight
what is it?
and the undead.
It's like some kind of reagent. Yeah, the reagent that makes it upgradable. You have to spend astral diamonds to actually rank up the item. So I prefer just dumping them into my artifact and then hoping for higher ranking drops, because for the time being I think I got like rank 3 to 5s on anyways. Alright, so there's a little bit of my methodology explained for refining and stuff, and kind of catching you up to what I've been up to is just doing these dailies. Really is all I had time to log in and do. I think the Gate Crashers event is over, so aside from that, the dungeons that we've been running is just whatever dungeons are available. I queue up for all of them, and then I use the dungeon key each day to get a chest at the end. I think I could do that twice, but one is for normals and the other's for epics, and I don't think I can run any epic dungeons yet. And I can actually check that here. Yeah, you have to be level 70 for epic dungeons, so I haven't used my astral diamonds to buy an epic dungeon key. Maybe at level 70 we'll do that though. My moves, I've switched my moves out and around a little bit. I've mostly stuck with the same abilities, I've just been upgrading the ranks of them. Alright, Cathraxis, there's level 41. Cathraxis is gonna drop in 8 minutes. That gives us just enough time to run around and do the stuff we need to do in this zone for the Harper's dailies. Let's see what we can get since we leveled up. Now since we're level 40, we opened up a new tier of moves that we could get. Neither one of these looked very appealing to me. Paragon Power. Activating a daily power, you become immune to damage for 2 seconds. So after activating a daily power, which is our 1 and 2 here, we'll become immune to damage for a couple seconds. So that sounds kind of like defensive, so I'm not really gonna worry about that as much. Savage Advance here does 1500 to 1800 damage. versus our Avalanche of Steel, which does 21 to 2500 damage, and our Spinning Strike, which does 27 to 3200 damage. These are just way more damage. I could probably bring Savage Advance up higher in rank and make it equivalent to these two, but if we read the description here, it says releases a war cry that pushes nearby enemies away, making it harder to AoE. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking. And then charge your target, slamming them prone for the impact. I don't think your chat is working, says Pink Rose. Is it not working? Let me see. Oh yeah, it appears to be working. Did it go off when you said that? I noticed it said it was ready for chat before you typed something, but since you said something, it looks like it's up on the stream. Or do you mean my game chat? Let me see. Just can you see my message? Yep, it works. Second time I said something. Oh, okay. I see. Thanks for looking out. Appreciate that, Pink Rose. It could be this this new stream thing that I'm using. It's IO stream or Restream IO. What this is allowing me to do, this new chat interface that I have, is it's allowing me to broadcast my stream to two different platforms at once. So I'm broadcasting to Twitch on my Twitch channel and YouTube at the same time. And before the 5 minutes is up, as I'm seeing this, I'm going to invoke my deity for the day again and extend that out to 30 minutes. We'll get a Celestial Bag and Invocation Blessing. And before Carthraxis comes, I want to switch over to my other characters and do their invocation too. Really quickly, we're going to invoke on Locksoul. He's our Scourge Warlock. Get that second one here. And then log out. Just typing in some login information here. And bring it back up. This is Elude, our Trickster Rogue. He was our original character, our level 60, that we've had just kind of waiting for me to reevaluate his gear and spec in life. We're trying to invoke on all our characters as soon as we can. Alright, swapping characters again. 1 second for the login process. If I can stop fat fingering what I'm trying to type. There we go. We'll hop back on Elude Stalwart. Hopefully we didn't change our map instance and we could still defeat Carthraxis. Carthraxis. 3 minutes and 51 seconds. Awesome. Okay, and while we're waiting those 3 minutes, we can do these other objectives for the Harpers. One of which is destroying these summoning circles. And I think we might have to fight these creatures here. Oh, we're not quite behind him enough. There we go. Now damage is registering. F for loot. Here we go. So aside from disrupting the summoning circles, we need to do the Do Deadman Telltales. Culling the cultists? What is that about? one of the last times we were on, we joined the Protectors of Rabbits guild. I was thinking about starting the Stalwart Vanguard guild, but I kind of feel bad on WoW whenever I start a guild and I don't play outside of streaming to manage it and to continue recruiting. Kind of feels like I put a bunch of people that joined me on an island and they're lost out at sea, not able to interact with the rest of the community that plays the game. So I think maybe we might resolve to just, we'll probably still have a guild for people that don't care about the social aspect of the game, just want to play the part of their character. And I'll do that with my alts. Probably just park my alts all in a guild. But my mains, I think I'm going to have to just join an active guild that's being managed by somebody else. Alright, so that was culling the cultists complete. And I think we destroyed that summoning circle enough. Now all we have to worry about is Carthraxis. And she's got a minute timer before she drops. We have not yet spent our powers. We were checking out our Savage Advance new daily power. So the war cry here, it pushes people away, pulls them in, and slams them prone on impact. It says when close to your target, the war cry will knock them away and then charge and stand them as they lay prone. Sounds like a single target. Whereas both of these are doing Avalanche of Seal is like a 30-yard burst or 30-foot burst. And Spinning Strike's a 12-foot burst. I like these better because they're AoE. We can't upgrade anything to rank 4 yet, so maybe we'll continue ranking this up to rank 3 after we get out of combat. Alright. So, Spinning Strike's doing 3,400 damage max, and Avalanche is doing 2,600. Maybe it'd be worth leveling Spinning Strike even further, because Avalanche is already maxed out to as high as it can go. Might do that. Spinning Strike's upgraded. Yeah, because we already have our at-will powers, our green ones here, ranked up to 3. So yeah, our main daily we should at least upgrade to 3, I guess. Oh, here she comes. Carthraxis. Alright, let's do this. I usually try to use as many of my encounter powers as soon as possible so I can get all the daily power benefits from that. We're going to break out of that with our determination here. Still using our encounter powers as we get them all to cool down. Man, I can't seem to get away from her tail. Alright, still burning encounter powers. Trying to melee in between. The cool thing about our melee powers is we're critting, right? So every time we crit, we're leaving a bleed going. So the more crits, the more bleeds. Alright, she died before we could even get our second daily power up. Let's get our reward. 3 Dragon Horde coins. Now that's going to allow us to boost our campaign in the Tyranny of Dragons here. We have to go turn in first and then we'll get the next scroll or the cult secret. Alright, so let's take off sprinting, do a leap and mount. We'll just follow Nebulosa here. They got dismounted. See, that's why we follow people. If you get hit more than a few times, you get dismounted. It's kind of annoying. Okay. One thing to note about fighting Carthraxis is our level got scaled down when we were fighting her. Your level goes back up when you leave that area. Oh no! Oh damn. We tried to jump and be cool like that person. Oh, actually that got us here quicker. That's all good.
Stop what is happening.
Hey, aside from the repair, that's not a bad way to travel. Oh, we're injured as well, so we'll have to burn an injury kit here. We have that bound door number 6, so no biggie there. And we got a few loot items. Let's see if we got anything useful. Alright, so a level 42 item. This is a chest with lifesteal on it. Parrying belt with deflection. 147 crit strike ring. That is worth it. This is 90 crit strike, 70 power. This is 108 crit strike. Let's replace this one because we can take the socket out of it. Not refine enchantment. Manage enchantment. And we'll remove this intact enchantment. That's a rank 3 radiant power enchantment. We're going to put that into our 147 crit strike. Actually, we may put, yeah, this has power and recovery, so 70 power for the yellow one, but this red cruel enchantment has 100 power and it also gives us recovery. So I think that's a win. We're going to put that there. And then anything else that needs an offensive enchantment, we'll just dump the radiant here into. We'll make sure we save that. And while we're at it, we can refine our artifact even further and throw away our draconic enchantment that we got. Okay, so to get back to what we were doing, those were the useful items. Here's our bag that we had earlier. You can identify this item as well. Alright, so we got stuff to sell. Let's sort and sell. And we no longer need that one. The treasure we can sell. And we're going to refine our artifact one more time with another thaumaturgic refining stone. Alright, so now we need to go back to the Protector's Enclave and return to Harper Bowward. One thing we might want to do, since we turned in that quest, we can go to our campaign journal and do what we were trying to do earlier. We're going to assist the Harpers. This will take 20 hours, but we'll be rewarded a Cloak of the Harpers. Now we're not getting this so much for the, as you can see, it has 93 hit points and 78 defense. Ours is better with 70 power and 99 crit strike, but the look of it is pretty sweet. So we're probably going to get the Cloak of the Harpers because it's got a harp on the back. That's neat. We'll start that. And then we'll also get progression in our campaign details towards the next tiers of things that we can complete. And then I think after we talk to the Harpers in the Protector's Enclave, we'll be able to get more progress towards the right side of that Tyranny of Dragons campaign. So, getting a lot done already.
You wish my choice.
A few of the campaign things that we're going to be doing, or progression of the storyline, is healing the breach and catching the light. Those are new zones that we need to go to. There's actually an event. It's catching the light event. I wonder what that is. Oh, let me not forget that I need to spin my feet. I'll do that now. Increase our AoE damage even further. Alright. Harper Bowward.
Can the Harpers depend on you?
Yes.
I hope your action...
Alright, so that should give us enough towards the next part of our campaign. I always do that. Here we go. Form of the Dragons. Now we can get 400 power. Nope, not yet. We still need, we need 30, we have 16, so we're going to need another 14 of these pages of arcane lore. And we get those from doing dailies like we just were. It'll take us a few days to get to that then. Now, I think there is something else we can do here in town. Maybe not yet. I'm gonna go to the guy because I think, yeah, he's there. Okay, he gives us a free dungeon key each day, and for the past few days we've been talking to him, so we'll make sure we talk to him again. Oh, we still have a dungeon key from yesterday, so let me do that now before I forget then. So we'll just do a dungeon, whichever one pops up. Actually, let's try the highest level one. I don't think I've done the Pirate King's. Actually, I have done the Pirate King's Retreat. I did that one yesterday, I think. But we'll see how long that queue takes. Average wait time's about 2 minutes. That's not bad. And with that, we can move on to the next part of our quest log here. What do we actually need to do? The Pirate's Skyhold. We've got 3 different things we could do there. Keeping the rounds, or doing the round. Wait. Stronghold Dungeon wants us to do that. Hold on. Stronghold Dungeon Delves. Complete the Grey Wolf's Den. I don't think anything else here requires us to do another dungeon. So yeah, let's do that one. The Grey Wolf's Den. Alright, that was an instant queue too. So we're going to get completion towards our stronghold there, and we'll be able to use our dungeon key for the day. Pink Rose asks, what class can you be in this game? They have... Now, I'm still pretty new, so forgive me if I miss something. I might miss something. They have the Great Weapon Fighter. That's me. This other guy, Joel Hadoon, is a Great Weapon Fighter. XTC, I think that's a Control Wizard. They have Scourge Warlock. They got Paladins, like an Oathbringer. The Trickster Rogue we already seen, that was my main. What else? A Cleric, the Cleric's the healer. I wonder if there's a place, I'm trying to think if there's a place I could just check. There's also a tank, is like a straight up tank. He's kind of like the Great Weapon Fighter, but I think he's like a Vanguard or something like that. The Hunter Rangers. Hunter Rangers are kind of like ninja slash your archer types that are usually in Dungeons and Dragons. And that's what Neverwinter is. It's basically like Dungeons and Dragons MMO. But yeah, the fighter, the cleric, the control wizard, the Scourge Warlock, the Trickster Rogue, the Hunter Ranger. I think that's all of them. And then they got all kinds of different races too. Let me do something. It's kind of hard to hear myself think. See if that makes our volume better too. I don't know if I'm coming across quietly or loud. I don't think I've done this dungeon yet either. And all those classes that you pick, you can specialize so they play different ways too. And I think it's 3 specializations per class. And then there's 2 Paragon paths you can take as well. And I think what the Paragon paths are just like those 3 different specializations, but like one more focused. Like there's a damage dealing focus Paragon path for the Great Weapon Fighter, but then there's also like a tank focus Paragon path. And with his specs, he can be 3 different specs, which is one that focuses on damage, one that focuses on tanking, and then some kind of hybrid that's in between both. I think most classes are like that. Pink Rose says, "Oh, phew, I probably play this when I get laptop." Hell yeah, that'd be cool. If you do, let me know, because I think Neverwinter specifically has a massive server where everybody's on the same server. So we can friend each other and maybe run together and do some shit one day. What's cool about the dungeoning system is, like, I'm running this dungeon right here. Just starting out, you probably wouldn't be able to, but I could definitely run any dungeon that you're running, and it'll scale my level down to that dungeon. So we can group queue for dungeons in this game. And then they also got shit like the player-made quest lines. So like players can actually make their own quests, and you can go through an entire zone that a player designed. I forget what they call it, the Foundry. They have the Foundry system. So you can run epic quests from other people and rate them, and all the highest rated quests go up on the Foundry's main page. And people can either make them for other people to run, or you can run what other people have made. So that's a pretty cool system. And I think even those are designed to where we can play them together too. Yeah, the lock is pretty legit. They're the pure DPS damage dealing class. Like, true glass cannons. They also have, I don't know if you played WoW, right? So you've seen the Warlock, how it has demonology and destruction. The Scourge Warlock works a lot like that. But then they also have another tree that works kind of like a Shadow Priest, where you can do shadow damage and heal yourself in your party with shadow damage. So the Scourge Warlock's really good. Got an item there. Unidentified. Do you wish my aid? Try to wait for the party. Another thing is the companions. They help you quest in the world. And as you run with them, you can level them up to the max rank. More damage is already maxed, actually. I guess since he's a white quality companion, he maxes out pretty quickly. Striker here though, he can go up to rank 25. Maybe I should be running with him. He's my little brain pet. And they have different roles too. They have like the healer ones, the tank ones, and the damage dealing. As far as the damage dealers are concerned, they do like single target and AoE DPS. I love it. I can go berserk and just like swing my sword like a baseball bat and just nail him. Oh yeah. Elude Stalwart going beast. They got all the classic races too. The halfling, the tiefling, the half-orcs, humans. They have wood elves and sun elves. The drow. The drow are like the dark elves. They have the dragonborn. And each of those give different unique abilities too. Like the half-orc here gives me Furious Assault and Swift Charge, which I think increases my critical severity, and Swift Charge increases my run speed when I first enter combat. Packmaster Zayev. I've not done the Wolf Den yet. This is the first time I've done this one. Oh, it's like a religious kit. No, this is Dungeoneering. They have kits and skills. Like you can do skill checks. And then if you don't have the skill to do the skill check, you can use a kit. It's very much like tabletop Dungeons and Dragons in certain aspects. I mean, it's almost as if that game was an MMO, this is exactly what it would be. Which I guess is the point. Oh, Ecstasy's down. Here, I got you. I hate whenever I go down and people don't help me out. I go down often. This person's companion has the boss backed into a corner right here. I gotta remember to use my encounter powers as soon as I can. Oh yeah, give me that ring. All the loot is, each person sees their own loot, so you don't have to fight over loot very often. I think if enchantments drop, then everybody has to roll on them. But for the most part, I think you loot your own loot, and you don't have to worry about someone else ninjaing yours. Ecstasy says, A lied, and then zzz. Whoops. I was trying to type to him, but
I'm an honest fighter.
They have voice comms as well. I haven't used their voice comms. I just always assume it's going to be bad. Like either the people are going to be trolly or the comms are going to be laggy. I have no reason to think that though. I just haven't tried it. I might actually turn it on though. You can notice when I'm attacking them, you see like a red version of me appear behind them. You kind of like zoom in. Like right now, just now. That's an ability I have that makes it to where I get an extra attack. There's like a chance on hit that I'll get an extra attack. And when that extra attack goes off, that's what it is. It's me coming in from a different angle at him really fast. Kind of like a samurai almost. Ow. I'm really digging this. They're actually staying alive long enough for me to beat on them. I guess as we get higher level, that's going to happen more often. But most of the low-level dungeons you run, people just come through and they have all kinds of crazy DPS, so you don't actually get to do much. Pink Rose says, that's good, I have ninjas. Or hate ninjas. Yeah, I got you. I hate ninjas too. What's worse is like when you're learning the game, you don't even know what's happening. Like the enchantments and shit that were dropping initially, I didn't know everybody could see them. So I greeted it because I figured like maybe it would re-roll for them if they didn't see it. I just greeted whatever my thought process was. I greeted and everybody else in the party needed, so I didn't even get opportunity to actually roll for the item. And that's usually the case. Like most of the enchantments that drop are all like these things, the things that go in your socket. When they're ranked 5 or above or blue quality or however it works, everybody sees it, and usually everybody just needs on it because you can auction them. But maybe they legitimately need them too, like I don't know. It's weird because everybody's level scales down when you're running the dungeon, so you could just be running with level 60s that want to market it because they know that it's like a good enchantment. But yeah, that's the only thing you really got to worry about. Your gear at least will drop just for you. That's one thing I kind of like. Baseball bat swinging. That's so good. I love it. Actually, I don't know if it's good. I don't know if that's actually a high damaging move. It just looks cool. Just grips his sword like a bat and just goes to town. That's another thing about this game is I remember fondly, like whatever character you play, you feel like a badass with no matter what character you pick. Like they did really well at making you feel like you're very strong. All the moves are super flashy, you see the big numbers. And then if you're doing it right, like or some semblance of right, then you really feel like a badass because all kinds of cool shit happens with your spec. I'm gonna pop an altar and worship my deity right quick. And then I need to remember to do the rest of those whenever I get out of this dungeon. For my lock and my road. This looks like a trap. Another thing, dungeons, if you've ever played in Dungeons & Dragons, usually have traps. So you gotta be careful when you see a wide open hallway like that, because it's most likely trapped. And the thing about traps is, actually I don't really know too much about the trap system. I know you get injured, and like if your legs get injured, for example, you walk a lot slower. And that could be a little frustrating because you already don't move very fast. Some classes, I think it's usually just the DPS classes, get movement speed buffs when they sprint and shit, like shift. But classes like the tanky types only get like put their shield up, like the paladin and the prot warrior, whatever he is. They put up a defensive stance and stand still. They pretty much anchor themselves. But the classes like the trickster rogue and the hunter ranger get like rolls and dashes, like evasive type moves, like combat moves. Some Indiana Jones stuff here. See, I feel like this could be a campaign in D&D, the way it plays. So fun. The Grey Wolf Spirit. Alright, I think this is the last boss here. We gotta make sure the rest of our party's all here. QZ. XTC has been saying stuff, but I don't think they speak English. This guy, he's a half orc. He's a biggin. I made myself tall and skinny. I didn't even know how to pronounce that name. Ethraniev Maros-like? Oh, she's a great weapon fighter too. Oh, she's got like some demon stuff going on with her though. Something tells me don't be in front of that sword when it comes down. We can use our artifact here. Ow, we got knocked down. Oh, she turned into a werewolf. Oh, we're getting hurt. Alright, our daily's up. Ah, that looks painful. I'm gonna resort to baseball bat swinging. Oh, we got knocked down. But they activated our enrage. So that's good. Get out of that mess. Oh, don't stand in the poo. Daily power's coming up. Ah, damn. Got hit pretty hard there. Oh, get out of the red. Let's jump up in the sky and drop down on her. Boom. Man, she's going down slow. I don't know if that's because she's strong or because we're weak. Alright, we got our berserking thing up again. I'm gonna pop that. Start swinging our baseball bat. I feel like we're tanking this. Just jump up in the sky. We're gonna drop down on it. We kind of ate that thing that she did just now though. Didn't hurt too bad though. We got some temporary hit points that absorbed it. Still using our moves on cooldown here, our encounter powers. Our artifact's almost back up, but we won't need it. We did 1.2 million damage there. We were given the Pain Giver, the immovable object. We took 150,000 damage that dungeon. XTC dropped 2 times. They died. This is the chest we get as a reward for the day. And it gives us 200 adventurer seals and an unidentified belt. Field medic, we did 156k healing. I guess that's just from health pots and maybe temporary hit points. We got 130 kills. I like the after action report there, the little extra infos you get at the end of the dungeon. I'm usually at the bottom. That was just like a rough group that we joined. Usually there's a level 60 carrying us through most of these dungeons. Anything good for the gear that dropped? Doesn't look like it. Nothing usable at least. Maybe this. Yeah, we're gonna lose 85 power. We'll get 80 or 46 crit strike and a bunch of life steal with this belt though. We can preview it. That's what it looks like, I guess, the belt. Okay, let's get out of here. Now, she got a nice looking sword. Yeah, her sword was beast looking. All them teeth on it. Alright, we're still in the city. We did yesterday's daily dungeon. I want to see if we can get another one. Yes, we can. Okay, so we can run another daily dungeon. But what we ran that one for was for the daily stronghold dungeon. Now we can go back to our guild stronghold and turn that in and get whatever that quest reward was. And I want to see if maybe I could pick up the next one for today, because I'm finishing the one from yesterday. I didn't get an opportunity to run the dungeon yesterday. I actually didn't realize I needed to run that one. I may have just did a random one and not realized that I needed to run that specific dungeon. The stronghold has a lot of different dailies too. The dungeon one seems like the one that I'm probably going to be most interested in, but I'm sure I should be doing the other ones for one reason or another. Like, I haven't really gotten that deep into the stronghold stuff and contributing to the guild in different
Good day,
ways.
adventurer. The Order of the Gauntlet has sent its thanks. And a hefty
So I got
reward
4
for your work.
Dungeoneer shards of
The
power.
steward is pleased
20k
with the
XP
result.
is not bad. 42.
Well, another day.
Okay,
Yeah, the
so
steward has a task for me to do. Of
in
course,
another
I
day
can't
he's
do
gonna
it
give
on
me
my
something.
own.
Let me shut this guy up. Okay, so we got another power we can spend. These levels have been going by quickly. The PC mode specifically, like this game's also on Xbox and PlayStation 4, but for PC versions, the people playing on computer from either Steam or downloading from their website, they get an XP boost. They do 2 times as much XP than the PS4 version. It's pretty apparent too, like levels go pretty quickly. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to put the third one in. Reaping Strike? I really dig Reaping Strike, but Sure Strike and Wicked Strike are pretty fun as well. I think I'm going to start speccing out Weapon Master Strike. I've gotten Daring Shout fully specced up until level 70 at least. I wanted to check that one out. I'm going to replace Roar with it. And then I'm going to put a point into Weapon Master Strike because I heard that one was pretty good. In one of those guides where they teach you how to build the characters. I'll at least get that one ready if I ever want to pull that out and use it. We're going to increase our AoE damage further. We got to figure out what we want to do in the next couple tiers before we get to our main destroyer talent. But that's all to come. For now, I want to see what this is. Stronghold management. Guard recruit. Oh, this one's pretty easy. They want us to go to the Protector's Enclave, and from there we can actually recruit guards for bonuses and stuff. First, I'm going to change characters before I forget and hop on my Warlock and do his daily invocation. He's a Tiefling Warlock. I'm going to invoke, get our rewards here, set the timer for 45 minutes. We're going to log out and check out Elude's. We'll pop in his password and username here. Get his invocation. And 45 minutes we'll be able to actually do our next one. You can't know my password. Kip trying to troll. No. Alright, here we go. How you doing, Kip21? Doing alright today, man? I need to set that transition up on a macro or something on the name side. It's probably your name, bruh. Damn it. Gotta change it. If y'all notice that my stuff gets messed up whenever I log in again, we know who to blame. It's Kip21. He says, I'm doing low. You're doing LOL, League of Legends? Oh, you're doing well. Or you're doing laugh out loud. Alright. Now we need to recruit mercenaries. Where are those located? Off across town. Kappa. You're doing Kappa. Now these guys just standing around are mercenaries for our Protector's Enclave recruitment. Each day, I think it's just trying to encourage us to explore the Protector's Enclave, but each day the Stronghold makes us recruit different types of NPCs. First day it was like peasants, then it was commoners, and now we're recruiting mercenaries. Kip20 said, oh yeah, my Trickster is level 66. You started playing a little bit. That's cool, man. You were the one on the PlayStation, right? I was streaming the other day and somebody said that they were... I was trying to invite them to run with me, but they said they were on PS4 or Xbox. No, Xbone. You're on the Xbone. If I'm not mistaken. I think that was you. Level 66 Trickster, huh? What spec do you recommend for the Trickster? Because mine's kind of like up in the air at the moment. I'm thinking Executioner, but Saboteur and whatever the other one, I wasn't sure which of those would be better. It seems like Executioner is just straight up damage, but they had like a stealth dancing one and then a defensive kind of like PvP control type, it seemed.
New Sharandar faces many...
Old Sharon, how else may I be of assistance to you?
She's not a mercenary. I'm glad I can't hit things because I always try to swing at some people. It's really an accident. I don't mean to click on them like that. There it is. Oathbound Paladin. That's right. The bottom one that you can pick? Okay, yeah, that's the Executioner. I was looking at him today and I was like, I don't know how it would spec on mine. It seems like that would be the fun one though, the Executioner type. What am I doing? Just swapped out my item. Okay. Should have a crit strike, yeah. 114 crit strike. But then they had like a Master of Deception and then a Saboteur on that Trickster Rogue. It seemed like the Executioner was the most fun looking though. One of the videos I saw where they were talking about leveling 60 to 70, they said armor penetration makes a lot of the difference up. You're trying to nuke mobs down. I guess there's a lot of armor from 60 to 70 that you gotta worry about. You're gonna screenshot your Xbox, somehow send it to yourself in an email, and then get it to me? Okay. Shit, I'm down. 85 power or crit strike. I think we're just gonna sell that one because I don't want to lose power. Yeah, my Trickster Rogue is crit strike and power, and it seemed like the Executioner spec suited that the best. The execute and power. We need one more mercenary we gotta recruit. He's standing around somewhere over here, I bet. He might be in the building here. However, I doubt it. Maybe this building? I don't think they would be inside.
There is so much to see in this world and others.
Yeah, I don't think the mercenary's in here. Ooh, sparklies. Look at it. Look at it. Oops. I accidentally knocked those books out around. There we go. These are new because I was up here before and I got all these already. Alright, we need to go outside and get that last mercenary. Yeah, I love sparklies too, Kit. It's so sparkly. Where is the last mercenary at? Is that him hiding in there? No, that's a guard. He's a mercenary, but I guess we talked to him already. The bank. I wonder if we got anything we could put in the bank. Yeah, this thing can go in the bank. I think that's it. Heroic shards of power. We might want to hold on to those. I'm not sure. We'll keep the heroic shards of power. I bet you there's a mercenary on top of this. How do I get up there? If there's a way. That requires the garden key.
Citizens of Neverwinter, beware the coming of the Dark Fae.
There ain't no getting up that either. Oh my god, where is this guy? Let's go around the block. Maybe if we approach from a different direction. We're looking for one of these guys. He's a mercenary. We need to recruit one more. It's like some hide and go seek from hell. There's another mercenary, but we've talked to him already, or he's just not available. I don't think we can go in this building either. Get off of the wall. Yeah, no, we can't go in there. I'm all bugged out right there, Jesus. Okay. Where else would a mercenary be? It's only this area, right? There's no other place it could be. Why? See, that last one was like this too, where I was looking at all these peasants and stuff, and here he is. He's outside of the blue zone too, like a bitch. You accidentally made your fiance mad at work because you misunderstood her rafflear. Pink Rose said he bidding from you, haha. Yeah, this guy was hiding from me. He wasn't even in the right zone. So, I guess I'll keep that in mind, that they're not always in the correct area. Yeah, he was hiding from me. Some Marco Polo. How did you misunderstand your fiance's raffle? Her rolling on the floor laughing. Think she was saying something else? I don't really... I'm trying to imagine what I would interpret that as if I misunderstood what it meant. Rolling on the floor, laughing, but then you have an R too. R. Raffler. Round. I don't even know what I would think that meant. I can't... Nothing's coming to mind. Guard recruitment complete. Level 43. Just from doing our dailies, we're leveling up. And we got more points we can spend. So we'll be able to put another rank into our, what was it, Weapon Master Strike? And then drop another point into our AoE damage. So now our AoE damage is increased by 2.55, 7.5, 9%. And then one more point will put it up to 12.5% increased AoE damage with the Mighty Blade. And then we gotta dismiss this or it'll stay up there forever. And I think we're ready to actually start questing in a zone. Saberwolf says, I like the name of the companion. Yeah, ideas and thoughts. I thought about putting thoughts and ideas, but I put it backwards. We need to go to Volosk. I have a control wizard companion as well called More DPS. His name's just more damage actually. Kip says, we got a pull stick delivered from Mom's house. She asked me if I wanted to go get it or her to get it after work. I said you could go get it and then be late for pull. She like, really? Or she's like, really? Oh, okay, so she was like, really? And then she gave me a long speech and how I'm like, oh my god, I read it wrong, I'll go pick it up. There. So you got a pull stick delivered to your mom's house and then she asked you if you wanted to go get it and you said that she could go get it and be late for pull. And then she was like, really? And then she gave you a long speech about, like, I guess how much of an asshole you were. And then you were like, oh my god, I read it wrong, I'll go pick it up. You just misunderstood that she wanted you to go pick it up. You thought that she was volunteering, so she got pissed off at you? That sucks, man. It's hard, clear communication, man. It's hard, especially whenever you're reading text messages and stuff. Because it's like whatever mood the person's in doesn't translate when you're reading the message.
My wolves are. What are you looking at?
That's why them emojis come into play. You do like the, oh, you go pick it up.
I would let them go.
I don't know how you do an emoji for that though.
Fear for their safety. You
But still, crisis averted. You'll get extra brownie points anyways for being so nice, even though you understood differently than she intended.
Red wolves running endlessly through the forest.
You didn't really read it all the way through.
Spirits of the Grey Wolf tribe.
Yeah, you get busy. The distractions and stuff like that, whatever's going on around you, you just glance at the message and think you got it. I think it's funny how she started grilling you and lecturing you though, just like right away.
They must all pay.
It's like, geez, I'll go get it. Alright, what are we supposed to do? Recover Ragnar's, Belrax's, and Davian's necklace. We're in an area right now where we can get something, but I don't know what quest that is.
Can you?
Poor Joe. He and I were just searching the forest for herbs when these beastly wolves came upon us. I ran, but Jodri was too slow. The wolves ate up all these wolfmen
Elite
left.
Rider? I want to get a couple hits off on this.
I know. But I think Jodri was the blood which he dark. Not as spice, from the area south of here and placed them in one of the hunters'
I don't think that did anything for us though.
The amazing aromas were the ogre.
This guy's still talking. There we go. Wow, that dude was great. He's level 38. Should I have... Maybe I shouldn't have did this zone. Everything's gonna be great. I hope I still get XP. I guess the quest XP will still be worth it. I said I can't figure out why you're so mad, so I'm just not gonna get mad about it. Yeah, that's always best, man. Just wait till the smoke clears and figure it all out afterwards. Hopefully she wasn't boiling too long before you talked her down, though. What sucks is when you send a message and then you don't hear a response for a while. And then like an hour's passed. And then they blow up at you because they think that you're just an asshole for the past hour.
Can you help a poor halfling down on his luck?
Kip said she wasn't. I. Oh, you were?
We do not have much, but Thalos said we may share with you.
Oh, you didn't mean the I. So she wasn't mad. She was just lecturing you. Alrighty. Place necklaces at the cairn. So these are the 3 necklaces that we gathered. These are their spirits, I guess, still tied to the necklace. And I honored them, yay! Honored ancestors. So I guess is like the wolf zone.
Thank you.
They're very tribal.
Ancestor necklaces. While they may not seem like much, they are sacred to the tribal memory of our people. You honor them.
Alright, we gotta gather spice root, mushroom, and umber leaf. And still collect fresh meat, which I think drops off of everything. And then destroy shadow totems. And we gotta complete quests in Ebonhold and Velusk. Okay, so we're already in Velusk, so 2 more quests complete to complete our stronghold daily, doing the rounds. That's sweet. Yesterday the doing the rounds quest was that dungeon, so kind of works out well. It seems like the stronghold's really encouraging us to level. It's like giving us an idea of what we should be doing to level. Saberwolf76 said this is the same zone that his wizard's in. Nice. You're like in the level 40 range? Or are you just going back and doing the storylines? These are white for me. I don't know if they give me XP. Yeah, I don't think killing stuff's giving me XP, but I'm getting XP for turning in at least. Your control wizard's 47. Wow. I get a sense that people that play control wizard are into PvP. Is that true? Are y'all PvP specialists? Seems like the rogue's kind of like that as well. Like the rogue can specialize PvP wise and do pretty decent, but then also have like a DPS loadout for doing high damage. Because the control wizard also has like an illusionist thing that it can do, right?
There's no greater hunting companion.
I don't really know. Not you? You never done PvP? I got into it on my rogue a bit, but it was a while back. It was a long time ago.
Not many people would go out of their way to help a few hungry wolves. You have my thanks, and my wolves' thanks as well.
Can you feed?
I don't really know much about any of the classes outside of now the Great Weapon Fighter and the Trickster Rogue, though. Like, I wouldn't even know. That guy right there, he's a control wizard, right? He's got the orb next to him. Inspect. Paragon Hero Escape Reality. Yeah, he's a 44 control wizard. He's a Spellstorm mage. Okay. He has no biography. No RP for that guy. I think I made a biography. Yeah, I made a biography for Elude. I love it. The baseball bat swings. So that's what you are. You're a Spellstorm mage. Nice. What does that focus on? AoE damage? Like, is that the frost AoE stuff? I don't really know. Alright, so some imaginary walls keeping me from that direction. Ooh, sparklies. Alright, Stealing Thunder complete. Oh, somebody's mad at us. I think that's all we came here for. Saber will say, yeah, adding chill to enemies. Oh, okay, cool.
I must complete my thanks. The orb you placed is transferring the ambient energy from the Thunder Ridge as expected. Now I can finally continue my studies.
We're still trying to do good eats. We need to gather spice root, mushroom, and umber leaf. Oh, I see a zone where it's gonna be at coming up. There's a few of them. Okay, this is the right area. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Ow. We did the precursor dungeon to this earlier. So this is the zone that goes to that dungeon. It was just part of our stronghold daily, so we went ahead and ran it. It was a pretty legit dungeon. I liked it because I was able to actually beat on stuff for a while. I was saying a lot too, like, most of the dungeons I've ran so far have been so, not easy, but the people that I've joined with trivialized it because of how much damage they were able to do to everything. Oh, that was cool. My little brain is hitting hard. Alright, let's get over here. Let's get the umber leaf and move on. Is this a blue? Oh, we had a blue item drop. Saberwolf said, I haven't done any of the stronghold stuff. I've been busy with the Tyranny of Dragons dailies. Ah, okay. That's what I started to do as well, the Tyranny of Dragons dailies, but all I know to do so far is just the Carthraxis dungeon, or boss. I think that's the Never Death Graveyard, or something like that. I've been doing Carthraxis and assisting the Harpers. But I've kind of been trying to do the Stronghold stuff too, because I noticed it kind of synergizes pretty good with what I'm already doing. Like today I did that Grey Wolf Den, and that was one of my Strongholds, doing the rounds quest. And keeping the peace is also getting done just by me defeating enemies in Velosk, the zone that I'm in right now. So what I'm already doing is also getting benefited by my Stronghold dailies. Or vice versa, however you word that correctly. I'm just distracted, my bad. This is the second time I've seen this elite here. Oh, ow, that hurt. Whatever the hell that was. Call for help. Oh, Zolotol's down too. Shit. That hurt. So, I guess you can't fight everything. You are mortal, I guess. Now, aside from the Carthraxis and assisting the Harpers, what else can you do towards the Tyranny of Dragons? I have been following the campaign. I've been doing everything I can towards these. Assisting the Harpers, I'm on a 20-hour cooldown with that. But all I have unlocked so far is that, and then the boons. I'm working on getting enough pages of arcane lore. Pink Rose said that damage did a lot. Yeah, was it the spider, or was I actually standing in some shit? Did I get knocked down for standing in the poo? Saberwolf said Ebon Downs has a few quests. Oh. So it's not just the Never Death place. I need to go to Ebon Downs as well. Okay. I'll have to remember that. Maybe after I finish this here. I gotta defeat 4 more enemies. Here, let's get those right now. And 1 more. Alright. So we've done both of those stronghold quests. This is telling us to go destroy some totems. This is a pretty long zone, so before I go do that, I'm gonna go back to the Protector's Enclave. I'm thinking, I did my invocation on my 2 other characters, but I did it pretty late. I did it a lot later than I invoked on this guy. So I think I still have some time before I have to log back over. But we can at least turn these into the stronghold and maybe check out those other quests where the Tyranny of Dragons campaign's available. Like Ebon Downs, like Saberwolf was suggesting. And then you said also Icespire Peak has quests and each of those has a dragon. Ooh. I like to kill dragons. Alright. Nope. Not Protector's Enclave. Stronghold. Alright. Let's see. And then we need to invoke. Let's pop over here and get this invocation off. We'll give that about 10 minutes or so before we log on to the alts to do it, because I did those a little late.
You're back. Hey there, adventurer. The steward wants me to do a few tasks. Think you could take care of them instead?
Oh, adventure! You're back! Oh, hello, adventurer. I have a few adventuring things that you
So
can
from
take
doing
care of.
those,
Are you interested?
we've been getting Adventurer Shards of Power. We can donate these to Stronghold coffers. We also got a decent amount of XP from it as well. And then we got Dungeoneer Shard of Power as well. And Heroic Shards of Power. I guess those are from other things we were doing. Saberwolf said you had to talk to people that are around the girl you get Never Death quests from the Enclave, and they're not always available. I gotta head off for now, but I will add your stream. I appreciate that, Saberwolf. Take it easy, man. I'm gonna head back to the Enclave and see if I can see what he was talking about. The only one that I've seen around the assisting the Harpers. Actually, that's all I did see was assisting the Harpers. But we can head over there and see if there's anything else. This guy is the one that had the gate crashers whenever that was available. But those are gone now. We should probably sell some stuff as well. We don't need a defense thing. Or a deflection thing. Or a Scourge Warlock or Hunter Ranger thing. I was looking at this ring, it has power and defense, but I'm not going to sacrifice Crit Strike. Appreciate that, Saberwolf. Thanks for the follow, man. Gonna get rid of that deflection chest. This ring, or this is a belt. This belt is legit. It has a defense slot. I usually like to have offense slots on all the stuff. But I don't know if you can actually get an offense slot on a belt. I'm not sure how that system works completely yet. These boots are good, but we're going to lose a utility slot. But it should be worth the 67 crit strike. That's a side grade, if anything. A side grade at best. But that belt is legit. And we'll put that on anyways. Now, what is our blue defensive attribute? Defense. Oh, okay. This gives us hit points. Maybe we'll pop in this radiant enchant with the hit points to the belt we just got. We also have a defense slot on our chest. We've just been forgoing the defense slot buffs. I think we might just, yeah, we might just forgo that. Maybe we wouldn't have got one shot by the spider if we weren't ignoring defense so much though. Hey, we got a power stone. Alright, let's refine our artifact then. Because it's a power artifact. So giving it this power stone will give us 500 refinement points. We're going to keep those rank 3s, but we're going to get rid of the rank 1s. And refine. So that brings us up to rank 18 on our artifact, which gives us 144 crit strike. And then we could use it and do damage, and then buff the damage they take by 10% for 6 seconds in an AoE area. Alright, so let's check our companion out and see if we can give him this defense slot. We can give him max hit points. And what is that? 20 defense, sure. It says we can start training him up to 1 rank. Okay, so if we train him, it'll take 3 hours and he'll be rank 25. Sure. And we'll pull out Sylvanar while he's training. More damage is upgraded, or can upgrade in quality, but it's going to cost 50,000 astral shards and 30 what, companion tokens? I don't know what that is. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. We'll come back to that guy later. His gear's been changing. We'll just do the newest available. Alright, we do have a quest to go to Ebon Downs. Let's go check that out. The Pirate's Skyhold is the quest that we should be doing, I would think. Because we're of high enough level for those. Let's do the pirate place. And let me check my other character before I get into more quests. I don't know when I invoked on him, but it should be coming up soon. He's still got 5 minutes, okay. 5 minutes. The past like 2 or 3 levels on Locksoul I've gotten just from adding his invocation. Every time it's up I try to do it, but I don't get to it that often. Just getting into it like off and on, it's been beneficial just getting levels that way. And he's getting all kinds of resources too, those Ardent coins and Celestial coins. I'm not sure exactly what they're used for yet, but at some point it's going to be cool. Because I'll have plenty to do whatever I need to do with them. There's a vendor that shows me stuff I can buy. I think it's like lock boxes and dyes and stuff like that. But some of it has like real value, like you can get more of your whatever currency that is. Astral diamonds. Yeah, astral diamonds and gold. I know astral diamonds specifically can get converted into Zen. Dang. Got a herb pouch. Inventory full. How? Oh, I already have it. Sweet. It was a quest for, or a quest starter. We already have that. Okay. These guys die quick. Level 44. We were just burning through the levels today. Alright, we got a new power. So, Weapon Master Strike is caught up now. Maybe we'll try that out. Let's switch it out for our Sure Strike. See how it performs. Our next rank, we're going to get Relentless Battle Fury or Executioner Style. We'll check those out when we get to them. Alright, we got the Weapon Master Strike equipped. Let's see what it does. How? How? So it's like appearing behind them as we attack them? That's kind of cool. I love how the water interacts with the weapon swings. It's like I'm beating on him twice as much. I don't know, it seems kind of, I don't know how to, maybe I'm missing something. Your attack, okay, you attack with an expert strike that briefly reduces damage resistance to your at-wills and then quickly follows up with another attack from behind. Damage slightly reduced for every target hit beyond the first. I kind of got to be like right up on him too. I don't know about that yet. I feel very stationary too when I'm using it. That was kind of cool. It was like a little trifecta of damage. I feel like it's hitting hard though. Oh, this is that same place I was just at. So we're here to collect distilled water and slay green scale trappers. Hunters, hunters, hunters. These are hunters too. Here's a trapper. I don't know about that. I don't feel very good with it. Maybe if it was my right click. It's hitting hard though. Maybe it's a good single target move. Let's see what we're sacrificing. Sure Strike does 460 to 540 damage. Reaping Strike does a lot of damage. Wicked Strike does 609. Weapon Master Strike does 622. It's pretty high range damage. It's nowhere near as much as Reaping Strike, but Reaping Strike's like that for a reason. Reaping Strike, you're just standing there. You can at least move around with Reaping Strike though. Here, I got an idea. Let's get rid of that one. Let's make that our right click. Let's make Reaping Strike our left click. Actually, vice versa. Yeah, like that. I think that's how that works. Because as I read this, Weapon Master Strike, it reduces damage resistance against your at-wills. And then it quickly follows up with another attack from behind. And then after that, if I do Reaping Strike, which already hits for 2100 damage, I can hold the button to prepare for a powerful sweeping strike that grows in strength the longer I charge it up. And while charging, I take less damage and gain more determination from taking damage. So I'm reducing the damage that they can resist, and then popping my Reaping Strike. Boom! That should hit harder. I think that's how it works. Okay, I see. I was trying to find out where the debuff ends up going. Now, if you look at their health bar, above their health bar, you can see a little debuff appear. Yeah, that does give me enough time to use that. I can put that debuff over their head and then charge that weapon up and then hit them with it. Let me see how well I can get that off. Pretty much kill them with that one swing. Are these just low armor, or am I hitting that hard? What's going on here? And I pretty much have that berserking on cooldown now. Jeez, Reaping Strike. I don't even have it fully spec'd out. It almost seems like Weapon Master Strike is just something you use by itself, though. Like, doesn't seem like it pairs very good with another move. What else are we supposed to do? Medicinal herbs? I have not been looking for these. Alright, that's 1 of 5. Do we see any more of those? Medicinal herbs. I love that move. I don't know how good damage it does, but man, it's fun to use. Hey, thanks, bud. Who's this guy? He's a Guardian Fighter Swordmaster. That's what they're called, Guardian Fighters. You're hitting them quite hard. Yeah, it feels like I am. I feel like they have low armor though. Like that last zone felt like the wolf people were a lot stronger than these guys and they were lower level. I'm gonna pass up on the Paragon power and go for Sure Strike, I think. Or maybe even Wicked Strike. I like Wicked Strike. That's the baseball move. But that one very seriously plants me in the ground as well. That's the baseball bat one. Man, I do not see these medicinal herbs anywhere. Can't get off in time. Them trappers get me almost every time. I can avoid it, but I don't. Here's one. It's part of the reason why there's other people running around collecting the same stuff. Alright, we're gonna go with Weapon Master Strike and our Paragon or Reaping Strike. We're bouncing all over the place for some reason. Here's one. They're kind of hard to see. They're just light green while everything else is green. You bastard. I got two trappers on me, that's what it is. Man, I think I like that. Ah, there's another one. These are just blending in. It's not that they're not around, it's just I'm not seeing them. One more. Oh shit. Where is it? Probably not in the water, right? I guess we gotta jump. Let's get out of this. There we go. So when are you supposed to get your laptop, Pink Rose? Do you have a date yet, or is it just when you could get to it? Oh, they got me again, these bastards. We're gonna death from above them. Here's the last one. Spotted it. Alright, let's get out of here. These lizards are everywhere. They die fast, but they're everywhere.
Something not... There's more wrong with this swamp than the water.
Nice shot, good. Well...
That was quite a few quests. Just identifying all these things we found. Sell the treasure. Man, we got a lot of drops. Okay. Maybe we should be sparing with our identification scrolls, but I'm just pissing them away. One more. Alright, the rest are just money. Alright, so 157 crit strike. So far, this is the winter amulet. We'll put it right there. 157 crit strike with an offense slot. That's what this one has. Okay. Lifesteal, lifesteal. The only thing that'll beat that is power, but looks like we don't have any more of those. Here's a power chest. That's going to be most likely what we end up wearing. Does it have... has a defense slot on it. Okay. This has defense and lifesteal bracers. We're going to lose power, so we'll wait on those. Here's a belt with lifesteal, a belt with power. We're going to put that belt on. Armor pin ring and a lifesteal ring. So we could sell all these. It's good to have a lot of gold too, because as we sell and change out gear... Oh, these are really good bracers. We want to switch out all of our enchantments, and that costs gold. So all the gold we're getting from these is helping fund that. We could sell those. Okay. Now let's throw some shit on and replace the sockets. Yes. Two sockets to replace. We'll take this one off. And this one off. Now we'll socket everything. These have a utility slot, so we're going to put a blue into it so we can get 5% XP bonus. This neck has an offense slot. We're going to put a yellow into that and get 70 power. And this belt has a defense slot. So does the chest. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and socket these anyways. We'll get some defense on the chest. And then on this belt, we'll put some hit points. There we go. And then we'll refine whatever else we have into the artifact. And then we can sell the rest. Done, son? Okay. I don't think we're ever going to use these small health potions, so we can get rid of that. And let's change characters. We got to do our invocation. It should be plenty past 5 minutes that we were waiting to invoke on these guys. While I'm thinking about it before I forget. Level 21 just from standing here. Damn. Alright, we're gonna log out. First we're gonna do this. I gotta get used to this process. If I log out before I hide the screen, then it shows my infos, and I don't want that. And we're logging back in. I wonder how I would do that on a hotkey. I guess it would be switching scenes is what it would be. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. There's a bacon badger. Sweet. We got that. Oh, look at all these bags! Just from standing here. This is how many times we've used our invocation. That's pretty sweet. Alright. before we log out. I wonder if I could. Let's see. Maybe keybind something. Maybe it's in the settings, advanced, or hotkeys. Here we are. Hotkeys. This is the dual stream. There is a hotkey button for it. Okay, let's see if that works. Alright, I'm going to turn that on. Oh man. And then I would have to figure out how to transition it. Hotkeys. How would I do that? No. What would be a good button for it? Let's try that. Yeah, that could work. Alright. I think I got it. Then. Yes! That's so smooth. I love it. Alrighty. Now, our dungeon keys. We have a daily dungeon chest key. We have 2 standard dungeon keys just sitting here. We need to do some dungeons. Maybe we'll just random queue. I didn't realize we were sitting on 2 of those. And I didn't realize they stacked. Let's just queue for everything. Actually, let's just queue for the top ones. Level 40 to 44. Yes! I love dungeons. This is a new one. This is the Frozen Heart. I think this is a little foreshadowing for the next zone. Alright, let's do it. Your companion has gained enough experience to be sent off for training. Alright. It seems like this party's not going to be able to just burn through everything either, which is a good thing. 2 of us are level 44, and Sapphire is being scaled down to 44. I'm going to make sure we wait for our party here. I may swap out my companion. Oops. Are we sliding on the ice? I feel like we're sliding on the ice. Alright, let's switch our companion out before I forget. We can send him out for training, so we'll do that. And we'll pull out more damage. Always moving forward. Grass, the gut cruncher. It's a big dude. Oh, we gotta actually enter? Okay. I don't understand. Oh, it's open. We gotta go this way, it looks like. Okay. Ah. I think I was facing the wrong way. I think whatever we're doing with our Defiant Shout, or whatever it's called, our Daring Shout, yeah, is marking enemies. Oh, we gotta beat this thing up. I see. Okay. Damn, we just wasted that entire move. He keeps running everywhere, it's kind of annoying. Alright, now we gotta do the next one. He's chasing that control wizard and I'm not able to just stand there and beat on him. Yeah, this dungeon looks pretty cool, Pink Rose. I'm digging it. Oh, he's gonna explode. It's all icy too. I feel myself sliding. I don't know if it's like a mind thing or if it's actually making me slide. Ow. I'm sitting there trying to swing on it. I think I was supposed to interact with it. Ah. There's like latency or something. It's making me rubber band. I ran up to him and went to take a strike. I gotta plant myself with this current spec. I gotta plant myself and swing, and I did that and he just bounced back. Okay. We just gotta get used to the way it works. That lightning's pretty cool. Control wizard? It's like ice lightning. They're freezing everything up too. Damn, that must have been a daily. The control wizard did something to put a pyramid in front of me. Just AoE'd everything down. Ow. Something froze me. Look, that Azure rank 5, people are kneading on it. I'm gonna knead on it too. Sapphire passed on it though, so that's kind of nice. Okay. Oh, he self-destructed. That's probably what froze me last time too. A little bit of RP here. Where'd they go? This way. The Winter Forge Golem. Cool. I go trying to charge in again, you gotta teleport in though. It's already almost dead. Ooh, get out of there. Oh my goodness. They murdered him. Ooh, that's a weapon. Let's identify that. Any good? Oh yeah, it's good. Lifesteal, a bunch of damage. Did it have an offense slot? Ooh, it looks cool too. Yeah, it does. I don't have anything with an offense. Dang. I need to get a good gem to put in it, or enchantment. Any decent enchantments around here? That's pretty cool, whatever that control wizard's doing. Drops that big ass triangle thing and it's like boom. Ooh, level 45. Ow, got frozen. Oh man, I got an empower, enchanting, or encounter power. Rank 45 abilities. Look at all the loot, Jesus. Let me get everything. No, you waiting on me, I gotta loot. All this stuff on the ground. Alright, we're coming. Sapphire Haven says, oh my god, so many mini bosses, I have to pee. Alright, maybe I can spin the power while we're waiting. So, Battle Fury increases your at-will encounter damage as well as action penalty for a brief period. In addition, first activated stamina is refilled. Your team's also... Oh, that sounds awesome. I may actually pick that one up. Pink Rose digging on the weapon. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Winter Everlasting. I think we can get bonus damage if we stand behind the boss. That's something I need to get better at. Oh wow, he died. Holy shit. Field Medic. Executioner Sapphire Haven killed 145 creatures. Only killed 82. The Pain Giver Sapphire did 2.3 million damage. Holy shit. Let's spend our daily dungeon key. Yes. Ooh, a helm. Let's see if the helm looks any good. Oh, and another weapon. This one gives armor, pin, and power. The one we have has power and lifesteal. I think we're going to keep the lifesteal. And the helm has recovery and defense. I feel like we should put that on, but I would lose power, so I'm going to not. And then we got some other items here. I think we're going to hop out of this dungeon and requeue for the next one while we spend our points.
Let's see what's up.
Alright, let's requeue. Actually, I gotta manage my inventory a little bit too. I might need to go to town. I only have 8 scrolls of identification left. Alright, this is a defense amulet, lifesteal amulet. I feel like I should put this helm on, but I'm not. I don't want to lose on the power. This is power and armor pin. It's the same sword I have. Let's sell these. I wish all the vendors sold identification scrolls, but they don't. No. Oh, we can open our level up box too. Just sold a healing potion. That was a high level healing potion. Alright, let's open our lockbox. Maybe it has scrolls in it. Yeah, it did. It did have. It had 10 of them. Some healing potions and injury kits. Just useful supplies. Alright, let's requeue. We got another dungeon we need to spend our key on. I think I'm just going to run Frozen Heart again if the queue... Yeah, average wait time's a minute. That's not bad. Maybe I should just be running the highest level dungeon possible. These are dungeon chest keys, so I can do 2 more of these. Shit, we might get fully geared from that. We're going to need to buy more scrolls, I can guarantee. How far is it? Oh, that's not far at all. Let's go to the Protector's Enclave. And then I gotta spend my power. Don't forget to spend the power. And see, is there something else going on? I think there's something else I can look at. Oh, our powers and feats, that's why I was glowing. Okay. This Battle Fury sounded legit, but Punishing Charge, what is that? Rush forward, passing through enemies and striking them along the way. That sounds good. Whoa, it sounds badass. 8-second charge refill. I think I want to get this one. But I also want Battle Fury. I want both of those. Increases your at-will and encounter damage as well as action point gain. In addition, your first activated stamina is refilled. I'm gonna get Battle Fury. That sounds legit. And then charge up next. Hell, I'll probably start using Battle Fury right now. And we'll just get rid of Mighty Leap. Oh, I like Mighty Leap, but we're gonna get rid of it. And then what else? Feats. We're in the next tier. We can get Executioner Style, which Indomitable Battle Strike and Sure Strike now deal 6 up to 30% bonus damage as the target's health diminishes. Pink Rose says, is the max level on this game level 60 or higher? It's level 70 now. It used to be 60, but now it's level 70. Relentless Battle Fury reduces the cooldown of Roar Takedown Battle Fury by 50%. The damage of Roar Takedown are increased by 25%, and the duration of battle. Oh, I think I'm gonna go with that one because I've already picked up Battle Fury because it's so good. Okay, so Daring Shout. Oh, we're gonna get Roar too. We're just gonna be a roaring, shouting beast. And that's an interrupt as well. And we'll swap those. So Roar unleashes mighty battle roar in front of you, interrupting and pushing opponents back and building determination. Daring Shout releases a mighty challenge that marks nearby enemies and builds determination for every target hit, increasing determination or increasing your damage resistance based on how powerful the targets are. Marked foes have reduced damage resistance. Right, that's why we got it. Okay. And then Battle Fury increases at-will encounter damage as well as first action point gain for a brief period. Yeah. That's cool. The roars. I like it. Ooh, I wonder too if I'm gonna accept that, but in 1 second. Savage Advance pushes them away, charges them and slams them prone. Right, okay. Slam smashes the ground. Okay. I thought I had a daily power that could like roar as well. I'm gonna run this one again. I'm just gonna go savage on him. This guy just kept running back here, so maybe we should do the same. Ow. Ow. He's gonna explode. No, he's gonna explode again. That was the explode. I thought the first one was when he explodes, but he does it on the right before he dies. Alright, we got a Hunter Ranger, and I don't know what the other guy is. I'm a great weapon fighter. The dude with the leaf icon on his portrait is a Hunter Ranger. I want to say the other dude's the tank type, whatever that is. Guardian fighter, that's what he is. Death from above, bitches. This way. Now we need to remember that we can't use our shout until we're out of stamina. It's a good way to build stamina right back up. Ow. Now watch. Out of stamina. Oh, we gotta be in combat for it? Okay. Gotta remember that. Ah. I couldn't get out of the way. Cool, we got it off before we left combat, so we got an extra sprint. Damn. They ran up here. Now we can death from above. We might be able to reach these guys. No, we didn't make it. Oh. We're gonna wait on our shout until we got more of an AoE. There we go. I think we're just gonna greed that thing. Use our berserking rage thing. Yeah, man. See, that felt like a real battle. This way. I gotta remember Roar is just a cone in front of me. That worked out in our favor. That pull did. In your guts. Come on, bring it on. Got a good roar off there. Let's berserk. Look at the damage. Get out of there. Alright. Let's open this door. A Radiant enchantment, rank 5. Hell yeah, that's a lot of power. I'm gonna put that in my sword if I get it. Give it to me! Damn, didn't get it off. Alexander won it. Congrats, Alexander. Get out of there. Get out of there. So scary. Yeah, this battle shout's legit. My determination's like maxed more often than I can use it, it seems. Now, I'm not gonna pull without them. But he charged anyways. down there. Did he die? I think he died. The only downside to that battle shell is we gotta be in combat to do it, so I can't just like sprint all my energy or stamina out and then re-sprint unless I'm in combat again. Like right now I could. Get it back. Run down here. Ow! Oh, get out of that. Oops, I took that one to the face. I might take this one too. Oh, that was close. Agreed on that. Yeah, it feels a lot more fast-paced now with the shouts and stuff. Being able to do that battle cry and regen our stamina helps so much. I don't think I can live without that move now. That's it. We did 1.3 million DPS that time. Or damage. I say DPS, but 1.3 million damage. We came into first that time. And this is what we ran it for. Did our dungeon. Alright, let's do that one more time. Clear our bags. Check out what we got as far as loot goes. And then try to hop right back in. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay. Did you have a good day?
Yes, but I forgot to check the mail.
Oh, you did? That's okay. Scared of what? Uh-huh. Did Elena not ride the bus again today? Oh. Alright, I'm going to go do my invocation, and I'm going to wrap this stream up right there and help out my son with his homework now that he's back home. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and we should be streaming this again tomorrow. So until next time, we'll see y'all later.